working woman absolutely sucks. It's the worst thing ever. I hate it. I would go back to the 1950s in a second just so I wouldn't have to deal with this shit. I would love to be a stay-at-home mom. I would love to be a homemaker and a wife. I would love to be able to live on a homestead and go milk my cow and take the eggs out of the chicken coop and have one baby in the belly and on my hip and another toddler coming behind me. That's like my dream, but I can't fucking do that because the way the economy is set up is I'm forced to work. I'm forced to get an education, a higher education, a college degree in order to make enough money that I can be financially independent and afford my own home or my own rent or my own gas or my own groceries, my own insurance. And it's extremely difficult to do that. And it's very isolating as a woman when you have to do all of that all on your own and you can't find somebody that you can outsource some of those chores and financial responsibilities like you would with a spouse.
Lord, I am not one of your strongest soldiers. Okay? Please. I need you really to send me my husband within the next 5 to 7 business days, because I am not supposed to be walking down the street with a freaking gas tank, okay? I'm supposed to just call my husband, babe, I ran out of gas. Can you please come get me? And he's supposed to be there with my gas, okay? And I'm supposed to be waiting in my car or my house warm, waiting for my man, okay? This is unacceptable. Unacceptable.
To the woman who said that she want independent and cry for independent and that woman get independent, I want to talk to you. You know I want to talk to you? Because I'm sick of being independent. I'm independent, but guess what? It's like I'm playing a double role and I'm tired of playing this double role. You understand? I'm sick of it. Okay? So now we decide to be independent, right? And there's all these independent women out here. And guess what? The role has reversed. Now, we playing the role like we're doing being the main caregiver, and then you have these men out here who is doing less than nothing. I don't want it. I didn't ask for it. I'm sick of this being independent thing. Who else is sick of it? Because I am. I'm tired of being independent. I'm tired of working so hard. This is stupid. It's really stupid. And I hate it.
I don't want to be independent anymore. I'm tired. And again, I don't want to be a housewife. Like a lot of women want a rich man or a husband to sit at home, raise the kids, and be a housewife. That's not me. I gotta have my own going on. Whether I'm a landlord, whether I got some restaurants running, I'm gonna get up and go to work. I just want to be able to have the two. Like you said, to go back to the point, two is better than one.
To the woman who said that she want independent and cry for independent and that woman get independent, I want to talk to you. You know I want to talk to you? Because I'm sick of being independent. I'm independent, but guess what? It's like I'm playing a double role and I'm tired of playing this double role. You understand? I'm sick of it. Okay? So now we decide to be independent, right? And there's all these independent women out here. And guess what? The role has reversed. Now, we playing the role like we're doing being the main caregiver, and then you have these men out here who is doing less than nothing. I don't want it. I didn't ask for it. I'm sick of this being independent thing. Who else is sick of it? Because I am. I'm tired of being independent. I'm tired of working so hard. This is stupid. It's really stupid. And I hate it.
All right, man, let's talk about strong, independent women. And now, for the most part, they're waving that flag. A lot of these strong, independent women are saying, I don't want to be for others. They don't want to be strong and independent. And, a lot of them be like, oh, I don't need a man for nothing and a man for what? But then again, we see in videos, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. I don't need a man. But then you look, you need, something fixed. You call a man. You in trouble. You don't want a woman. You want a man. You know what I'm saying? You stranded somewhere. Guess what? Most likely than not, you want a man. Somebody put them hands, foot, and toes on you, who you calling? Most likely, you calling a man. Some of y'all go to the gynecologist and y'all want a man. So it ain't like, at the end of the day, it ain't much for women to swallow their pride. And say, you know what? We do need our man. And not just on the sexual level. We do need our man. But it's hard for a lot of them to say because they took feminism, and women they are so masculine today. And like I said this all the time. One of my biggest pet peeve is a woman that's too prideful. When you hear these women that come into your life, and what do they say? Oh, I'm not gonna ask you for nothing. You just gonna have to know. And oh, if she had kids, I ain't gonna ask you to do nothing for the kids. And you blink twice, and she's asking for something. Had Leslie Jones going on. We talked about that going on her tirade. Yeah, I can use that bitch to fight for sure. Get your Blanca from Street Fighter looking ass over here and come beat this whole ass for me. But it ain't y'all not, women are not supposed to be brave. Women are not supposed to be strong. That was a lie told to y'all. Oh, we're strong. No, you're not supposed to be strong. You're not supposed to be able to, put a motor into a motherfucking car. Like, you're not supposed to do that. You're going to have one-offs. You're going to have exceptions to the rules, and we understand that. You're supposed to depend on your man. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to depend on men, especially when you're talking about infrastructure, building roads and, laying foundations of houses and buildings and brick masons and all that. Yes, that's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to depend on y'all for y'all ability to, nurture the young, y'all ability to teach. Men don't have patience to teach. That's why you don't see a lot of men teachers. This is why you have a lot of young men who have horror stories about getting a fucking Allen wrench and bringing a monkey wrench and getting cussed out for it. Don't worry about it, I do it my motherfucking self. You know what I'm saying? This is why. Men don't have patience, especially men of yesteryears. A lot of these new dudes have been like imprinted by women, so they have patience. But, once they become grandfathers, they do have patience. But at the end of the day, y'all not supposed to be strong and independent. And I've said this before, and a lot of women say, I don't want to split bills. I'm not going 50 pay all my, and dudes are okay with that. Pay all your own bills, but the more women want you to pay all the bills because they know you will be preoccupied. You will be preoccupied working, and they can just do what they want to do. Chris Rock had a famous joke about, your woman making you think it's your house, but it's not. He says, try to put a picture of your mother up, and they gonna be like, no, she gonna be take it down. They had the kids on it, and it's really her house. And most guys they done with it. They done with it. They done like, okay, I do all this, but I don't get the respect in my house. I do all of this, and I can't do this in my house, and I gotta give. Like, nah. If I pay the cost to be the boss, I'm gonna do what the fuck I want to do. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. And a lot of these women, they want you to finance their lives and still be strong and independent. A lot of these strong and independent women acting like they strong and independent, but a lot of times they leaning on the cock. They leaning on the simp. They leaning on a man. They spreading their leg. You don't need no man. Okay, cool. Take all the men out your OnlyFans subs. Just have women subs to your OnlyFans. Only take female clients when you selling the Uchi Wally Bam. Uchi Wally Bam Bam Bam. Let's keep it real. A lot of these women say, I don't need a nigga and F a nigga and all this type of stuff, and I don't need them. And it's like, cool. You know what I'm saying? It's like, cool. You don't bet. But then again, behind them, it's a guy. It's, I'm sleeping with the weed man for free weed. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I'm still sleeping with my baby daddy. That's why they so I'm happy single. Because they when they feel like, I can get money from this guy, I can sell my WAP, I can do this, that, and the third. My father bail me out. They comfortable with that. But at the end of the day, all that's a means to an end. All that's a means to an end, and they know it. So they say, I don't need a man. All of them depend on the man. I'm telling you that right now. All of them depend on the man. The man that write their checks. Uncle Sam, the man that gives they Section 8 and all of that stuff. And I always say women are but they claim to be happily single. Yes, because they're still like messing with a guy. No commitment, right? They're still messing with a guy. No commitment. Therefore, they feel like they're winning because I can do what I want to do. I can sleep with who I want. I can sleep with who I want to sleep with. Who's going to stop me? I don't have a man to tell me I can't do this or I shouldn't do this. And before they look up, they in a hellified hole. They're in a real hole. They're in a real financial hole. Their life is in shambles. When they didn't have that man to tell them not to go on that trip. Don't go on that trip. Don't max out that card to go on that trip. Don't do that. Don't spend this. You buying too much. and they get into debt. And then, you know, back in the day, they used to pull the 22 fake, you know what I'm saying? And they used to be able to get a simp and who would take all their debt, stay with them from 5 to 10 years, cheat on them, have kids, making them think it's his kids. It's not his kids. And he used to absorb that debt during divorce. That's used to be the play that they used to run. And now guys are awake. And you still gonna have a nice portion of men that's just gonna, you know, that's do it. But strong and independent, we all know y'all ain't strong and independent. It ain't nothing like seeing a woman say, I don't need you, F you. And then here they come, you know, with their lip poked out, you know, can I, you know, like it ain't nothing like that. Ain't nothing more powerful than that. Ain't nothing more powerful than that. A chick tell you trash, you ain't good enough, you ain't got no money, you nigga, I can do better than you a bit and all that. And then you see that bitch struggling. Don't really care, but it's like, women will, I'm going to say this and I'm going to end off with this. Women will always, at some point when you're dealing with a woman for a long time and you seriously doing things, she will always take what you do for granted. Damn near every woman will always take what you do for granted. You could be doing it for 20 years, 10 years, 5 years, 3 years, 99 years. And they always the one that get comfortable. They always the ones that stop doing what they stop doing what they doing, stop keeping themselves up. They the ones that fall off. They the ones that stop cleaning the house, doing the duties that they did to get you. And then when a guy just be like, I'm done. He's the problem, but that's how it usually goes. But I hit the link in the description, join the Patreon. Peace.